For a sixth straight day, Ontario health officials are reporting fewer than 200 new coronavirus cases. 178 new cases are being confirmed after more than 27,000 tests were completed over the past day. Today's numbers do include a slight jump in the number of deaths. 11 are being reported. That is up from 3 yesterday. And the Ford government today announced what the upcoming school year could look like. The Premier says each board across the province will decide what's best. It could be online learning, only in-class learning, or a combination of both. One thing is for sure, it just likely will not be the same as usual.
We simply can't provide a blanket solution for the whole province. Instead, we need to provide school boards the tools and the guidelines to get the kids back in the classroom.
The Premier says parents will ultimately decide if they want to send their children back to school, and they can keep them home if they don't believe it's safe. If students do go to class, there will be enhanced safety protocols and screening. Classes could be smaller, and students may not go 5 days every week.
I expect that all Ontario students will enter into a cautious adaptive delivery model. What that means is classroom sizes of no more than 15 students for September, every other day or week in class instruction, supported by a strengthened online learning experience.
Teachers' unions are expressing concerns.
The minister cannot expect a teacher to teach on alternate days with different groupings of students, and when that's done, or during that day, whenever, provide online learning for students as well.
Mostly that we have a couple of rough outlines, but we don't really have a plan at this point.
Is one high school teacher expected to teach math, English, science, you name it? Like, how is that going to work out?
So that's entirely unclear and a concern we've raised, and one that certainly hasn't been answered.
Colin Furness, an epidemiologist at U of T, believes teachers could be vulnerable.
I would really like to see schools measuring blood oxygen through a pulse oximeter. Every kid puts their finger in the pocket and it'll see, are their lungs working really well? Are their lungs working at top efficiency? If they are, these kids aren't contagious. So is it going to catch every case of COVID? No, but it would catch some.
Busing, childcare, so many things will need to be worked out. It's really a logistical nightmare. And how schools go back could vary dramatically depending on where you live in the province and the rate of COVID-19 in your region. And everything, of course, could change between now and September, depending on how it spreads. The government hopes to have more answers by early August.